wanted to talk to you about some of the finer details on the Washed Ashore pullover. One of the features is the flap that closes over the moss panel, this lace flap. You'll just tack that down with a yarn needle. You can tell, I mean, if you really look at it, you almost can't even really see where I tacked it down. And underneath, I did it a little bit loosely so you can kind of see my stitches. I really just drew an extra strand of the coordinating yarn and a darning needle, and I just wove it up and down like this to tack it down. You need want to do yours maybe just a little bit tighter than that, but that way you can kind of see where the stitches are. But when you're finished, it should lay nicely and meet right here at the edge. And the stitches that you put on there to tack it down shouldn't be super visible. Now when you're tacking down the waves, it's not required that you do this, but it does kind of make it lay nicer. I like to choose some points with the external parts of the wave, like there, and probably do this with 3 of them. And then you'll just take a darning needle and some extra yarn and go underneath and just choose the spot where you want to tack it down. And I would do a couple of stitches, but it's just going to be just a real simple process, just real simple stitches. Do that a couple of times just to kind of tack it in place. And you'll notice that you really can't tell where you made the stitches, but it tacks it down nicely. And as you do it and you work your way down, you sort of want to graduate so that it starts to follow that angle further and further, so that at the bottom of the sweater it does kind of have that nice A-line angle, and it's not really meant to hang directly over all the way down, like to completely cover it. It's kind of nice as you tack them down to sort of do it at an angle so that you get a little bit more visual interest. And you can tack it down all the way to the bottom if you like, or just the first 3. The first 3 waves. I think that's really effective. And one other tip, make sure when you bind off the bottom that you do it with a pretty good loose tension, not so loose that it's wavy. If it looks zigzaggy, then it's too loose. But you want it loose enough that it's going to drape properly. If you start to notice that you're wearing it and it tugs a little bit at the sides, then you probably bound off a little too tightly. So I would try that again, but that'll give you some great results with your sweater. Good luck!